This is super fast because he keeps timing me out and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing wrong. So my question today is, who do you think of what kind, I mean, do you give God like this physical identity, this physical characteristic? I mean, do you portray him as a human being? Although, I mean, yes, I know Jesus, was God, incarnated and humbled and brought himself down as, a human being. And I'm not, I mean, you don't even really want to go there. I want to talk about energies, because I think people's biggest mistake when, growing up even, I mean, there's so many times, I thought I was praying to a human being, please answer this prayer for me, but God is an energy, y'all. And I think there's so many times that people like mistaken for the fact that, and they actually give him like this like almost physical identity, like, Ed McMahon's gonna come knocking at your door and giving you this check. It's like you pray to God, oh, please. Okay, so long story short, and I wish I had some kind of blog, or I could find some kind of blog with like-minded people, so I could talk about metaphysics, and I could throw my ideas off of people, I could get their ideas, and I could grow a little bit, because right now everything is just things that I think of, and it's like, okay, so even though I would definitely like to think that the world evolves around me, I know it doesn't. But I also think that there's more to the what we are supposed to be doing in our life that we're not doing, and I think it's because we were so misdirected. And we can talk about that, another too, because I think, a lot of our misdirection might have come from like the, Freemasons who, were part of a very elite group that, wanted to keep the secret to themselves, That's how rich people stay rich. So anyway, when we pray to God, people, I'm just going to throw this out there real quick because, like I said, I don't know how much time I have left, but, it's not about praying to a human being and expecting that human being to answer our prayers. You can say Jesus is God, and, but then you want to give Jesus his own identity, and we're not even going into that one right now. I mean, but okay, you stop making the mistake that, you're thinking that, or feeling or imagining, some kind of like human identity, that God has, and that you're praying to a human being. Yes, there's divine people, there's angels, there's people that before us, according to one unknown historian, that came before us. But I mean, there are angels, because, you're going to say, oh, you're just a crazy bitch. But, I'm not, because I'm not the only person that has ever seen a ghost or a shadow, or, and I can tell you stories, especially during COVID when I was traveling as a nurse, and I was working COVID units and in some of these long-term care facilities. I mean, there are ghosts all around, but we're not talking about, okay, so energy is high. And when we pray, guys, the whole idea is that we have to do the work. It's like what we put out into the universe, what effort, what gratitude, because the more gratitude you put out there to them, the more you get back. So what gratitude you put out to the universe, what work you do out to they're going to give it back to you. I mean, and I say there because, the universe is not, the single most, one and only entity that gives you what you want. The universe does have infinite resources to give to everybody, but in one of my videos I talked about, like, God being the other, energy that collided with the universe and with the universe's infinite resources. God, it's like pain pills, and using the right pain pill to attack the right cell receptor, when this energy we refer to as God, smacked into, this energy we call the universe, and, they started seeping into each other, and it was like, boom, human, oh, we got an idea for a human, but, we can't make everybody the same, thank God, but, thank God, maybe thank the universe for infinite resources. But anyway, so when we pray, people, we're praying, align yourself. You have to, like, everything about is this energy, from the kinetic energy that that runs across our muscles that makes us move, from our vocal cords that vibrate so that our voices can talk and we can pronounce words and people can hear. Our little tymanic hair, that little tymanic membrane that's inside your ear that vibrates so that you can understand and hear people talk and music play, and kids say dada and mom, oh, please, 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 if one of you all still need it, like a platform for your high tops or your shoes that you give to charity, or you raise money for charity, well, please, somebody jump on, and do one for postpartum depression. If you want to talk about saving kids and families, and how much this monster that stealths in even to the most happiest couples, or the moms that been moms multiple times, it still affects them too. But it's not just new mommies, but the families that that this postpartum depression can destroy, just because we're not educated about it, and daddies and families don't know or understand. They just think mommy's being a bitch, and mommy's not being a bitch. It's postpartum depression, and people don't like to admit that they're depressed, but it's such a silent, stealthy monster that can ruin so many lives. And I don't want babies' lives lost, because moms and families can't handle the pressure because we're not taught about them. If I could do something about it, I would love to have a foundation and a legacy that gives all new moms at least a year of following, and to help them through the postpartum depression part, because it hits everybody so differently. But please, if you still need an idea for your high tops or your shoes, please, will somebody just bring light to postpartum depression. It just is so under talked about, and with I just, okay, that was just weird. That was super weird. But if somebody could do that, if I was one of y'all, I would do it in a heartbeat, but I'm not, and I don't know even how to even start, a foundation or a legacy, but it's so needed, and I would appreciate, and so many new mommies and families would appreciate it, just to bring light and education, and I would so love to be a part of that somehow. But, if it would just start with one of you, and maybe one of your wives or sisters, or who are significant others, maybe they've gone through it, and it's just, it's not something we all want to talk about. But I'm sure my story is probably not even as hard as some of the others stories that women can say, in families and daddies, and significant others. It's just a very, very hard, silent monster to contain. And speaking for so many moms, would appreciate it if one of you did that. But back to that, because I love to give analogies. And so when we're talking about energy, and God himself even had to go up to the mountain to talk to God to re-energize. He was God. How many times did Jesus say, I am my Father? And we were like, oh, yeah, and we just play. And even in the Bible, there's an unknown historian who was the only one that translated the Bible, that hundreds of years ago on these sheepskins, where notes were written that weren't faded at all after 100 fucking years. He translated all this shit for us. But whatever. But anyway, I use a lot of analogies, and two examples today. The teams were one, the Bengals and the Chiefs. And Kelsey, man, you're sexy as fuck. You are. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna fucking like, oh yeah, And Mahomes is just such a cute, like he's just so cute. You guys are icons. And I'm not saying that, you two alone are the sole energy of, Kansas City, but you guys are icons, and for you to like display what you displayed today, it was, it was kind of hard to watch, because Kelsey, man, come the fuck on. Where were you today? No plays, and maybe you were double team, triple team, whatever. You're a playmaker, Kelsey, and people want to see you make those plays. And you and Mahomes has the thing, going on, And with that being said, you went right to the sidelines, and dude, it's like you were throwing a wide open ball and you dropped it. You had three Bengals fucking ripping your arms out, So, cut yourself some slack, but quit going over there with your thumb in your ass and, trying to suck the other one, and being a ball baby bitch about it. Go over there to the sidelines and it's like, bitches, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm Kelsey, motherfuckers. You're not gonna be ripping no fucking ball out of my arms again. Let's fucking redo this motherfucker. Granted it was a turnover and I don't, got the ball back or whatever. But then Mahomes wanted to jump on that little fucking negative bandwagon too. And, dude, you guys are such like the AC/DC of like this outlet, that is like the heartbeat of, of the Chiefs and, a lot of your fans in for the city. But, and maybe there are other reasons. I know. There's, I'm not going to be played dumb. But anyway, I'm just saying, guys, as like, as you guys get when you guys make the play and you're like, motherfuckers, you're like, doing your little dance. And I just love the NFL right now. But, Kelsey, you're too sexy to go over there and like, finger pop your asshole and feel sorry for yourself. You need to be over there stomping like up on the fucking bleachers and stomping your fucking feet and like revving everybody up. You were only down 3 points, motherfuckers. You should have fucking, you should have won that game. Here and there. But I'm just saying, when it comes to energy, you can obviously see how quickly and easily it is for your energy to drop to such a negative level, and then how it just snowballs, and like then pretty soon the whole team is like sitting there going, you're down 3 fucking points. It's not like the ass whooping. Okay, second example that Dallas gave the Colts and Matt Ryan, God bless you. I've been a big Matt Ryan fan for years and years and years. And dude, it can't be all blamed on you. I know they're going to want to point some fingers, but man, you did hold on. You didn't go over there like some ball baby bitches. And you held on and you tried to go out there. It just wasn't sinking for some reason for y'all. For whatever reason, Matt Ryan, you alone didn't lose that game. You alone did not. But even though you were playing your heart out, but did you see the comfort level and the guys just over there kicking it, Dax was, and like that whole team, even the coaches were, over there smiling and probably making jokes and stuff like that, which is easy to do when you're winning because your energy level is high. But when you sit over there on your opposing bench, even though you're fucking losing, Matt Ryan, I have to give it to you. You didn't give up. You didn't go over there and at no time ever what did I see when the camera was on you, did you act like a ball baby beach. You went out there and you really tried to like, keep from getting your asses spanked. But there's you can't do it by yourself. I mean, the other team members had to be there. They had to gel with you, and I know they look a lot up to, like, you know, quarterbacks to get, the job done. But I just really don't think it was just your fault. But there are two very different, but similar ways of, like, showing you what negative energy can do, and how much it can lower, a team's mojo, and what positive energy can do. So, Kelsey, be the sexy fucker that you are, and and by example of, like, the Harry Potter, movies, and the story is there's magic in words, and there's magic in the way we say our words. And when we deliver positivity with our words, positive things happen. When we deliver positive things with our actions, positive things happen. And so when you're praying to God, or whatever entity that you want to pray to, it's all about your energy. Don't go and try to align yourself with the universe and this other energy you guys refer to as God in a negative state of mind, because you're drawing negativity. You have to go, if you're going to pray, and you want to pray to what I think a lot of people give a human, like identity or form to. God's not that, though. He's an energy. So you have to align your energies with positivity. If you're going to, like, pray for positive things to happen, you got to go into whatever state of mind you're going into when you pray with positivity. You can't go, oh, I feel so bad for myself. It doesn't work. What you put out to the universe, you get back. You have to do the work. That's all I'm saying for right now, because it's probably going to cut me off soon. So deuces, and love you all. And Kelsey and Mahomes, man, keep up going on. I mean, keep on trucking. I don't even fucking know what I'm saying. But guys, just, do who you are. I mean, I'm going to say, you can't win them all. Negativity. You can. And if I could be on the sidelines and be whooping your asses, going like, what the fuck are you over here sucking your assholes for, and finger popping, your dick hole? I don't fucking know, guys, but don't fucking do it. You gotta stay positive. Go over there, remind those motherfuckers. They're, yes, they're, Chase is ridiculously, like, good, because you allow him